him if it looks okay. Hi everyone, sorry about that. Having some technical issues. So I don't know if anyone is joining us, but I'm going to ramble on for a little bit and hopefully I won't bore everybody to death. Before I start waffling on, couple of suggestions. Either, if you can, open up a web page of www.fabsmellystuff.co.uk or have a look at the Fab Smelly Stuff group on Facebook. I ramble on about Fab Smelly Stuff all the time, probably to the point where you're annoyed with me and you think, just shut the fuck up, Jill, but it is what it is. Can I also suggest that we have a notepad and pen, because I am going to do a mini game and whoever wins gets a free prize which I'll send to you. So just while we're gathering people, I guess, maybe you can have a look at the webpage at fabsmellystuff.co.uk, and there are some questions that I'll ask later, and whoever gets the questions right will actually win a prize. So Mark, can you see if there's anyone actually watching? Yeah. Sorry. See, I can't see what's going on because my iPad is on the other side of the dining table, so I didn't really think this through, but hey, what are you going to do? Actually, Mark, let me log on to your Facebook on my laptop. Well, that way I can see all the comments. I can't see them here. So Mark is going to log on to my laptop that's here because I can't read the comments that are on the iPad over there. So 2 secs, www.fabsmellystuff.co.uk. Log out. Mark, can you come do the honours, please? So, hint is, if you open up the web page and you look at the fragrances, there's going to be some questions on those fragrances. And as I said, whoever gets the sorry, I don't know if you can hear the cat meowing, but he's hungry and he's being miserable, and he may jump in front of the iPad at some point. So I apologise. I've just realised that we are tilted the wrong way. Great, so I'm going to see if I can fix this. So let's have a go. Attractive. Oh, no one needs to see that. Can I move back a bit? That will have to do. That's better. So there's a bit of a mesh of stuff going on. So I am going to scroll down. So hi Sam. Hi Adrian. Have a drink for me. Hi B. Right, well I'm going to crack on. There's only a few of you there, but what I would suggest is that if you can invite people to watch it, or you the video will be on my page so you can watch it later. The answers to the questions, whoever responds with the right answers first wins it. So you have until everybody else watches it, and as soon as I get a person with the right answers, I'll write it on the page. Oh, and there we have cat number 1. That's George. George, do you want to say hello? No? Okay. So, once again, hi everyone. Hope you're all okay. I'm not entirely sure. There's 7 people watching, so I don't know who's watching because I'd rather talk to you rather than look at that. So, as I said before, if you're able to open up fabsmellystuff.co.uk, hint, have a look at the fragrances page, because I will ask some questions, and whoever answers all the questions correctly gets a prize, and I'll send it to you in the post. So, and notepad, pen, if you can. So for those of you who don't know, for those of you who haven't been badgered by me on Facebook, who keeps thinking, oh, shut the fuck up about these fucking wax stuff, I apologise, but I'm really, really into it, and I've joined up as a Scentsy consultant, see behind, independent Scentsy consultant. So I just wanted to just explain what Scentsy is. So Scentsy is a company who create wax warmers, essential oils, diffusers, things to make your laundry smell lovely, and there's an entire kids range as well. So I don't know if anyone has bought Scentsy products before, or if anyone's even interested. If you're not, and you're just watching me because I look like a knob, thanks. So there is the entire range on the website. If anyone would like a book, or even an electronic version of the book, the catalogues, if you want me to send you a PDF, please send me your email address and I will send you a PDF, or if you want one of these in the post, just let me know and I'll send you one. So there are some different ranges. So first is the new releases range. So out of the new releases range, I have two favourites. I have chocolate coconut cream, and when you sniff it, you think like you could eat it. It is just gorgeous. If I burn it, I just want to eat all day. So maybe not the best thing for a fat bird, but I love the smell. And crisp orchard air. It smells absolutely amazing. So I'm trying to think of how to describe crisp orchard air. Jam, apple and sandalwood. So if you imagine going into your nan's house and she's been making jam and she's put a fresh jar down, but it's not like a real jammy smell. I can't really explain it. I know I'm not selling it. What am I doing? But those two are my favourites. So chocolate coconut cream and crisp orchard air. And then we have the autumn and winter selection. So there are 80 fragrances. You have the spring summer collection, then you have the autumn winter collection. So out of the autumn and winter collection, my favourite is autumn sunrise, frosted white birch and Tahitian black orchid. I'll go into how you can get an opportunity to smell all of these in a little bit. And then we have the holiday collection. My favourites out of these are Eskimo Kiss and Ice Hotel. Now you're probably thinking, why the hell are you telling me about what your favourites are? I get asked all the time, what's nice? These are my favourites. But I think, you know, choosing a nice smell is quite an individual thing, but I'm telling you. So you can switch off at this point. It's entirely up to you. And then we have the classics range, which I did speak about in my last video. But what I would say is, I love every single scent in this range, every single one. I am a little bit obsessed. The classics range are very fresh smells. So just a quick overview: black raspberry vanilla, by the sea, clothesline, which is one of my favourites, coconut lemongrass, clean breeze. Clean breeze is in my car at the moment. Coconut lemongrass is in the kitchen, love it. French lavender, which is lovely for the bedrooms. Coconut cotton, honeymoon hideaway, fresh cut daisies, which that's what it smells like. It's gorgeous. And jumping jelly bean, which probably out of the range, jumping jelly bean is probably my least because it's quite sweet. But the range as a classic range is just gorgeous. There's also a range called Tried and True Fragrances. My favourites are Luna. So if anyone would like a Luna mini sample, I don't know if you have a burner, let me know and I can send you one. I also have other samples which I'll go into in a moment. Luna, Just Breathe. Just Breathe is like eucalyptus. So if you can imagine Vicks / Albus oil. So if you're a bit tired, if you're a bit run down, if you've got a cold, it's perfect. It's not too overwhelming, but it really does help you breathe a bit better. So that's probably why it's called Just Breathe. Pink Haze and Satin Sheets, gorgeous. And then we have the Romance range, and my favourites are Adored, Give Me Passion Flower, Coconut Flower and Mystic Magnolia. The next range is called Corner Cafe. These are more sort of fruity, foody smells. I'll be honest, not my favourites. My favourite probably out of all of them is Blueberry Rush, but that's because I'm used to Mark smoking his vape and there's a blueberry smell. So maybe that's why it's just familiar to me. Normally I don't like... Hi Mary! Hang on. Sounds like a mad question, but how much does it cost to run one a day? We are conscious of bills nowadays. Bryony, if you imagine a tiny bulb, it's hard. I mean, I can get the wattage for you, but it's very, very low energy. The warmers are either a hot plate, which are heated by a bulb, or there's bigger ones like the lantern that are a bigger bulb. But if you imagine, if you live in a wooden house in the woods, yes you do, it's a bit safer than having a flame in your house, especially when you've got a big giant beast of a dog with his giant tail knocking things around, just saying. Any other questions? Rosie, I haven't got to the quiz yet. It's coming up, don't you worry. Helen, you will love Just Breathe. You will love, 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 love it. So that was Corner Cafe, and then the last range is Scentsy Man. There is a range specifically designed for men. I don't actually think it's gender specific. I love every single scent in the Scentsy Man range, so it is what it is. So just a little bit about the wax. So the wax is edible grade wax, so it's safe if your dog eats it. I can tell you, I can vouch for you, it is safe if your dog eats it, and my dog's okay. Or if you've got a little one and for some reason they get hold of some wax and they eat it, it probably won't taste very nice. It might smell, the breath might smell nice, I don't know, but it's edible grade, so there's no danger on a chemical point of view. It's BPA, gluten, egg, and there's another word that begins with F that ends in hide. I can't pronounce it, but it's free. So it's all it is essential oils. So when you actually put the wax into your warmers or into your diffusers, because there's oil diffusers, it doesn't actually burn the wax, it just heats it, so it warms it through, which is why they're called warmers. And all you're smelling is the essential oils being released out of the cube. So the wax never actually evaporates, so you're not breathing in anything. What you'll find is eventually the smell will disappear and it's time to just take it, empty it out, give it a wipe down, and then you can put your new ones in. So and you can always touch it. I mean, that one's just cooled down, but even if that was switched on, you could put your hand in it. I mean, I wouldn't advise it, don't go around putting your finger in the waxes, but you're not going to burn yourself. It just heats it gently. And what I also find, if you want to maximise your waxes, if you leave it so it melts, and then after a couple of hours, few hours, whatever, it's your preference depending on the smell, if you turn off your warmer, the room still smells amazing. And what you tend to find is the next day when you come downstairs after going to bed, the house smells amazing. I don't know if I said hi Mary. Hi Mary. So I just wanted to explain, you know, that's the wax. There is, if you go onto the website, you can have a look at the warmers, you can have a look at the fragrances, you can have a look at the oil diffusers. I mean, they are stunning. If you want a centerpiece that gives you a bit of light and it's a bit of it's quite pretty. The diffusers, they puff air out. You could just put essential oils in. We do a whole range of essential oils as well, but I don't want to burn your ear off. So quiz time. So I don't know if anyone's been paying attention, but I am going to post on the page. Can I post comments? No, I can't. Okay, so if you go onto the fragrances section and you have a look, I would certainly just get a pen and pad, because I have 3 questions and I will write the questions on the page afterwards. So question 1 is which Scentsy scent is a combination of lime, mint, lavender and amber. So lime, mint, lavender and amber. There's one scent that incorporates all of those scents. Now, if you have a look at the fragrances on the smellystuff.co.uk, it actually gives a description of the scents. So there is a scent there that talks about lime, mint, lavender and amber. I'm logged in as Mark on Facebook now. I could so easily frape him, but I'm not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the question on the page. What scent is a combination of lime, mint, lavender and now don't put your answers on the page, because the first person to get all of these questions right gets a freebie. So don't help anybody else. Get the freebie for yourself. Yes, Sam, I can't say that word. I can't say it. It's too long. Rosie, how long do they last? So, one of these Scentsy bars is, if you just buy one, is £5.50, and you get longer out of these bars, because they're, if I come a bit closer, you'll be able to see they're in bricks, so you can just break off one brick at a time. I mean, you could do two. You could mix a couple of scents, but I'll get to that afterwards. And this at £5.50 will last you longer than a large Yankee candle, which retail roughly at about £23. And with the Yankee stuff, I mean, I love Yankee stuff. I mean, I always bought Yankee stuff. You get the black soot, you have to clean the jar, and then you get that really annoying thing where you can't light the candle because the wick has gone all the way to the bottom, so you end up putting your hand in, and then you have crusty wax and black shit all over your hands. And then you have the issue where the wick breaks. So you think, well, I've spent 23 quid on this candle and it's gorgeous and I love it, but I can't get the last 20% out of it. You will get every ounce of this. So I get asked for hours, and it really depends on the environment, depends on how the room is, if it's warm, if it's cold, you know, there's various elements, but you're looking at between 80 and 100 hours for one pack. Okay, now as I said, I've got people who buy this and they say, God, I didn't even have to light it and I can smell it in the room, and it's not even lit. So there's your answer, Rosie. I hope that answers your question. So just to recap, what scent is a combination of lime, mint, lavender and amber? The question I've posted through Mark is on the page, because I'm on Mark's Facebook, because I'm talking to you here on my iPad and I can't do both. Question 2. What scent is a combination of red berries, white peach, cranberry and vanilla? So I'm going to write that down on the page. So what scent is a combination of red berries, white peach, cranberry and vanilla? Oh, and that's not spelt right, so I can just let me edit that. Vanilla. Okay, third question, and this is the easiest one. Finish off the name of this scent. So there is a scent that is called Give Me, and then there's another ending to this, and it's a scent name. So give me ... What is the rest of the name of that scent? So question 3, I'm just going to write it down. Question 3, complete the name of this scent. Give me. So the first person to private message me the answer, the correct answer to all 3 questions, gets a freebie. So just out of interest, when you do send me your answer, let me know if you have a warmer. I don't know if you already have one. There are the old style ones. Bear with me and I'm going to show you something. So attractive. I'm going to show you a traditional warmer. This is a Yankee Candle traditional warmer. Now, as you can see, your tea light goes here and it heats the bottom, and you put your wax or your essential oils here. Now, I'll be really honest, clearly we had an accident with the tea light. My fault. I'll be honest, I used a tea light that was too big for it and we had a spill. But that's okay, that's my fault. But I just wanted to show you, this is the traditional type. So, when you put your wax in, it does leave residue around the side. But more importantly, you do get all of the soot. So I don't know if anyone's ever had it so that you've got soot on your wall afterwards. But these are what the traditional tea lights and the traditional candles do. So I just wanted to give that, just to let you know. But when you do answer the question, let me know, because if you're not sure, if you're not convinced about, move it out of the way. If you're not convinced about the warmer, for the expense, or you're just not sure, there are a couple of things you can do. You can use the Scentsy wax in the traditional warmers, but you're still going to get the soot, and you're still going to be inhaling the wax from the normal tea light. But you know, there's a start to it. If you're really intrigued but you want to try before you buy, message me. I will send you a warmer. I don't know which one it will be. It may be the Fitzgerald, it may be the Love one. And I'll send you some wax, and I'll ask you which kind of scent you like, and you can try it for a few days. So if you're local, I'll drop it off and I'll pick it up. If you're a bit further afield, I'll send it in the post to you and I'll arrange for it to be collected. I promise you, you'll be like, why haven't I done this before? It's amazing. So the option is there for you. So I've spoken about the warmers. I have a couple here. This is the Fitzgerald. This is the Love one, as you can see. And there is a Christmas range. Now this one is actually on offer at the moment. So if you do want something a bit funky for Christmas, let me know. I can't advertise special deals, but if something specific you're interested in, let me know and I could do a deal for you. They all come with their own plugs, so you don't have to supply a plug or anything. Don't worry about that, that's fine. So, touched upon that. I just wanted to really quickly go over a couple of the kids things. There is an entire kids range. Now, I think the reason why it's really relevant is because you've got kids with allergies, you've got kids who, you've got mums and families that don't want BPA products, so you don't want any really plastics and things. So if you go into Sainsbury's or Asda and you buy, for example, a food tub, quite often you can see it says BPA free. So these are all BPA free, but there are a couple of things that are really nice. So if Christmas is coming up, you know, if you know someone with kids, if you know someone with a kid who is a bit whiffy, these are perfect. There is, like I said, there's an entire range. You've got special kids warmers, you have special kids scents, you have bath buddies, which are like a glove where you can wash them down, and then you've got bath smoothies. So it's the same principle, BPA, gluten, egg free, and it's skin products. But you also have these. So I'm going to start with Stella. I'm going to come a bit closer. So this is Stella. Stella is a clip-on unicorn, and the reason why she's called a clip-on unicorn is because she can clip on. She can clip on to a bag, she can clip on to the buggy. Now I can't explain to you how lovely she smells, but she smells of rocking ruby raz, and it's like a raspberry smell, and it is just stunning. And you can put these in the washing machine and they come out and they still smell like this. So these are lovely. And then we have my favourite. Joey has one of these. This is Joey's, FYI, but I do have one in stock, and I have some more coming in the next couple of weeks. This is Eddie the Elephant. So I don't know if you can hear. He's lovely and crinkly, and he's ever so soft. And he has these really cute socks that you can pull up or pull down. He has a ring, so you can attach him onto the buggy. You can attach it to a bag. It's really good if you're out in the buggy and you want something to distract baby, especially because of the smell. It's lovely and calming. The smell is newborn nursery, so if you can imagine the smell of a freshly bathed baby and talcum powder. And then you also have a couple of teething rings here as well. So this is, honestly, if you're thinking of buying something for a baby or even a toddler, these are absolutely gorgeous. So that's Eddie the Elephant. But please feel free to check out the kids range. We also do car bars. I can't show you one because I did an event last weekend for Macmillan and we sold out. So if you have a look at the fragrance list, and what I'll do is I'll post the list of the fragrances, or you can go on to fabsmellystuff.co.uk and it will show you which scents. If I show you an example. Yeah, so that wasn't supposed to happen. My iPad is I think my iPad's sick of me talking. I apologise. So if you go onto the Scentsy website, you'll see there is a list that says, it's got the scent, and it will say at the top whether it's available in a bar. So all of the scents are available in a bar, whether it's available as a car bar, or whether it's available in a scent pack. So I haven't mentioned the scent pack, but the scent packs are the Scentsy scents, and they come in little bags, and you can hang them in the wardrobe, or you can hang them, put them in the drawer, and it just means that when you open the wardrobe and you open the drawer, you get a lovely whiff. It makes your bedroom smell really nice. Brilliant for like teenage bedrooms, just saying. So that's those are the different products really. If anyone wants to have a look, if anyone wants to have a sniff, pop round, I'll come to you. If you're further afield and you're really interested, I do have my bag of goodies. I can send these to you. I'm going to come a bit closer again, so sorry everyone. And this is a lovely bag full of mini testers. So what you do is you get yourself a notepad ready. So your little notepad and your little pen, and you just, when you have the time, go through, take the lids off and have a sniff, and you can write down all of the scents that are your favourites, so that eventually if you decide that you do want to order, you know exactly what you're getting, and you know that you're going to like what you've ordered. I do have some samples. Like I said, I have some. So I mean, I have a delivery coming Wednesday, so I'll have a bigger range of samples to send out. Currently, I have Luma, Fresh Cut Daisies, Clothesline, By the Sea. I think that's it. But after the weekend, I'll definitely have some more. So what I'll do is I'll let everybody know what I can send samples of. If you do have the old style burners, you can put them in there. At least that way you can see whether you like the smells. I can send you the bag and you can have a smell at your leisure and then send them back, or I can collect them or whatever. Or if you want to try a warmer before you buy one, I can send you a warmer as well. So there we go. There are, and I will post it on the Fab Smelly Stuff group. Oh, hang on a minute, I've got a message. I've only used 3 bricks so far and I've had it on for 8 days and it's still strong. I never thought I'd leave Yankee Candles, but I'm a convert. Helen, I told you it was the good stuff. The problem is it's addictive and I love it. But Helen, when I started as a Scentsy consultant, I got my first order through Helen, and as you can see, total convert. So thanks, Helen. On the Fab Smelly Stuff.co.uk, if you go to, I'm just looking at my laptop, the shop button, and then if you go to, if you scroll down, on the right hand side there's a specials area, and there's an area that says combine and save, and this is where you, well, it does what it says on the tin really. So if you decide that you want to buy a few things, it's just cheaper if you combine and then you save money. The best thing to do really is, if you have a friend that's really into this kind of stuff, get together. You can do a combine and save deal, split the cost, and you're saving quite a lot of money. So this week I had an order for a Scentsy special where you get 2 warmers. Now bear in mind, the warmers have got different price points on them. So you've got a £28 warmer, you've got 33, 39 and 44. You can have 6 bars, so 6 these bars, and you can choose whichever scent you like, and 2 warmers. If they're the £28 one for 78 quid, that's a £36 saving. And all you do is one of you take 1 warmer, your friend takes the other warmer, you get 3 bars each, and it's actually not far off the cost of the warmer, so you're getting the bars almost for free. You're saving yourself quite a lot of money. But there are various combine and save deals. What I would say is, have a good look. If you've got any questions, just let me know. I don't know if anyone's got any questions at the moment. Not that I can see. So is there anything else? Party, that's the last thing I'm going to ramble on about, because I've been rambling on for ages and I'm sorry. If anyone would like to host a party, if you're really interested in this stuff but you're thinking, oh, well, it's coming up to Christmas, host a party. People can buy the Christmas presents and you end up with freebies. So have a look at the party offer. If you're not sure, give us a ring, pop me a message and I'll talk you through it. But potentially you could have half price items, and 10% of the value of your entire party you can have in credit to spend at Scentsy. It's not a bad offer. If you don't want people around your house and you don't really want to host anything, that's absolutely fine. You could do a Facebook party. So what you can do is, I can give you the little bag, or I can give you Trying to Connect. Oh no, it's okay now. We had network issues. Or I've got the bigger ones, and I can leave them with you, and over the course of a couple of weeks, if you know that people are going to pop in, you can see if they want to order anything, and that's classed as a party as well. Or we can do you know, a basket party. So if you go to work and you take the bag in, people can sniff it, and even though you're not having a party and people aren't coming to your house, you order as a whole. And then what happens is that you reap the benefits from it. But let me know if anyone's interested in doing that. It's a nice way to get some freebies, and your house smells lovely because you get all of the testers to have in your house for a little while as well. And like I said, if anyone wants to try before they buy, just let me know. So, oh, one last thing I forgot to mention is, with the warmers, when the seasons change, the range of warmers often change. You have new... Sorry about that. Someone tried to phone me. How dare they? So with the warmers, you have ones that end up being stopped being produced, and then new ones come out, etc, etc. Now, on the bottom of the warmers, they all have numbers on them, and what you find is, over time, they become collector's items. And if you look on eBay and things, old Scentsy warmers that are out of production actually go for quite a lot of money. In the catalogue, there are notes to say if it's hand painted, and some of them are really intricate and some of them are really beautiful. So, for example, the English breakfast warmer, which is a teacup and saucer, which is really, really popular. I'm going to see if I can show it to you. albeit on the page. So it's this one, that's hand painted, and we also have the other really popular one, which is the teapot even. But there are lots and lots of warmers. So, for example, you have warmers. The hat, they do the cube, the gallery warmer, and all it is, it's a cube with a light, and then you have various frames, so you can change what the warmer actually looks like. There are stands as well, but I don't want to keep burning your ear off. You're probably wondering when I'm going to shut the fuck up, so I'm going to. But thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget your 3 questions. I'm just going to recap. PM me the answer, and the first person to come up with the 3 right answers will get a prize. First question: which scent is a combination of lime, mint, lavender, and amber? Question 2: which scent is a combination of red berries, white peach, cranberry, and vanilla? And thirdly, finish off the name of this scent. Give me what's at the end. PM me your answers. The first person to come back gets a freebie in the post. If anyone's thinking, oh, I quite like this, but I don't want to order for somebody else because they might not want what I choose them, gift certificates are available. Let me know if you're interested, if you want to get any, how they work, etc, etc. Thanks for listening. Have a lovely time, and I'm going to come closer again. Attractive. See you later. Bye.